Hi, I'm Amy Workentine from Expert Village, and we're tearing up our flowers because we're going to use them for our craft. And so on step 1, we've explained what supplies we need, and now we're going to stretch out our paper. It's very sticky. Anything will stick to it. It'll show your fingerprints. So I'm going to go ahead and use my scissors to just kind of pin it down a little. And then I'm going to go ahead and start laying down my flowers. Now, the flatter you can get them, the better, because it'll still bump a little. So maybe I want to get an idea of how I want to lay it out first. So I'm going to put a leaf right here. And I'm going to put a leaf over here in this corner. And you just stick it down with your fingers. It is that good. And you can also use a clear contact paper if you want. And that way you just tear off this sheet of film and put it down. So I've got an idea of how I want to lay it out, and so I've got my leaves and I've got my rose petals, and I'm just going to stick everything down. And this will take a little while, and so you should probably go ahead and tear up all your flowers first. And I gotta warn you, once it's stuck down, there's no pulling it back up. Now, you can use whatever kind of flowers you want as long as you can kind of get them flat. As you can see, some of mine are kind of ripping or wrinkling, and so that's just how it's gonna have to be if they're a little wavy. So now, like with this smaller flower over here, I don't know if I really want to tear it up, so I could go ahead and put it down all on its own, but it is going to probably create a little bump in your paper. So maybe I just want to go ahead and tear it up or pick a different flower. And so I guess it just depends on how small you mind your petals being. And this step can take you as long as you want, because it could take just forever if you decide to be really meticulous about it. And if you want, you could go ahead and maybe cut out a piece of construction paper with maybe somebody's name on it, or love, or some kind of message, and you can just plop down your pieces of paper wherever you want them, and it'll stick. And so then our next step will be covering over all of the things that we lay down. So go ahead and take your time and lay down all your flowers however you want them.